M's. Go M's. Curt and Jen in the Morning podcast.
I saw what you did there where the clapping was. You said go M's.
That's right.
Very exciting times if you're a Mariners fan. First, though, yeah, Curt and Jen, this is our podcast. Thank you for checking us out every day. So like, follow, and or subscribe. And we will be bringing this to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, as we always do. Mariners. Very, very close to moving on in the playoffs.
They play. Okay, so they beat. We're just going into. Were we going to tease our show first, or are we just going to talk about Mariners?
Well, we did sort of tease the show, but we will talk about Mariners. You know what? The show today, we've got some very interesting and some of the boring things. Why do planes dim their lights before takeoff? Also, somebody just passed Garth Brooks to become the highest selling country artist of all time.
Which is mega. Especially if you're into country music like I am. Why Dolly's sister is calling for prayers, Dolly Parton, that is. Things you'd say to your future self, and there's a major city that has already put up a Christmas tree. What the heck? Let's move on to Mariners.
That's a good way to put it. What the heck? What the heck? We just leave it off at that. Okay, let's get the old show underway here. We're going to talk about the Mariners.
Not even take me out to the ball game for the Mariners.
I'm sorry?
Wow. I said, we don't even get to take me out to the ball game for Mariners.
Well, you were rushing me, so I'll go take me out to the ball game. Okay. Start yapping.
All right. So the Mariners beat the Tigers 8-4 yesterday.
After like a 2.5-hour rain delay, that's got to throw off your focus and concentration when you're playing like the biggest games of your life and you got to wait a couple hours to start.
Did you see any of the pictures online? It was crazy because you saw the people in the crowd because T-Mobile did a whole viewing party. So you saw the T-Mobile crowd with these beautiful blue skies. Like, the weather is perfect here in Seattle. And then you see the people in Detroit with like massive rain gear all around them. I mean, it was crazy. Anyway, who cares? Because the Mariners beat them for 8-4, and they will play again today in Detroit at 12:08 our time. And if they win this, they are the division champions.
It's over. That part of it is over. They will go on to play, provided they win today, or if they win on Friday, as long as they win the whole thing. They will go on to play whoever wins from the Yankees and Blue Jays.
Yeah, and the Toronto's ahead 2-1 in that series. Here's the thing. I think it would be really fun for the Mariners to win at home. But you know what? Just win in Detroit, come back home, take a little breather, and then come back and win the league championship so we can go to the World Series for the first time ever.
And then win that? Is that what you're going to say?
Well, duh. Yeah.
Okay.
I think someone said, I have not fact-checked this, and I should have before I say this, but someone told me that the Mariners are the only baseball team in Major League Baseball that's never been to a World Series.
That's possible. There are some terrible teams out there, but I can either confirm or deny that, but you did the research on it.
Okay.
If I loved baseball as much as I love hockey, I would probably know that off the top of my head.
Yes, the statement is true. The Seattle Mariners are the only MLB team that has never appeared in a World Series as of late.
As of late, meaning
2025.
Okay.
As of 2025, they're the only team in the MLB that has never been to the World Series. So let's go Mariners. This is the year. I feel so good about it.
It is very exciting. And I apologize for not grabbing some Mariners stuff because tomorrow is the home opener for our Seattle Kraken. So they need some juju too.
Oh, it is the home opener. Okay.
But not as much as the Mariners need juju at this point.
Give me a little music, Curt Cruz.
Okay.
Money. That's perfect, actually. Because
I know.
Spending it. It's Prime Days. Have you bought anything yet?
You know what? Honestly, I didn't really need. And of course, it's not about what you need. I understand that. But Dana had to tell me yesterday. She's like, "Did you get anything for Prime Day?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't even know." So.
Did Dana get anything for Prime Day?
She may be getting something from me, but I don't think she bought anything yet. So Amazon. This is it's 2 days this time, right? This is not the other one, which is the it's almost a week long now, it feels like. But this one is just is it done tonight at midnight, or does he have another day on top of
2 days
that?
only. That's it. Today it's
Okay.
done today.
All
So
right.
if you want, like, I'm trying to get some Christmas shopping done, and hot firefighter boyfriend Pat, his birthday's coming up, so I'm trying to get him a little birthday present. Yeah, trying to take advantage of the deals while I can.
What's that noise in the background?
The heater of the motorhome.
Oh, you got to stay warm. Yeah, that's right. You're up in
Can,
Cedro Woolies.
can I show you something that Pat's only grandchild, Everly, gave
No,
gave
no.
Look, do you see it? It's ghosts. It's her footprint, but it's ghosts.
Nice.
I know, right? So cute. Okay, that is all.
Why do people ask if I can show you something, knowing that they're going to show it anyway? Because I said no.
Well, you're right. I ignored your answer.
Well, actually, I was just playing, obviously, and I was. Here's something else I was wondering, and I think this is a horrible, horrible crime against humanity. Our neighbor was out with their little 3-year-old. These are neighbors from a little ways down. I don't know them for sure, but the kid was singing "Itsy Bitsy Spider," right? You know that song. Yeah.
Itsy bitsy spider.
However, he was saying "Eensy Weensy Spider," and I want to know who authorized that change in lyrics.
Well, you know what?
Eensy Weensy, no.
The itsy bitsy.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I think? I think that if you're singing, you're probably feeling pretty joyful for the most part. And I say freestyle it. Freestyle
Is it open to
dude.
interpretation of the artist?
I say the wrong words all the time. It's fine.
Well, you do it accidentally. So, all right, we'll let it go. All right.
Oh, big old jet airliner, don't carry me too far away.
You know the reason why the planes dim their lights for takeoff?
The interior lights, yeah, they always dim the lights, and don't you have to open the shades or close the shades for takeoff? Well, forget about that part. Let's stick with the lights, because I just added a whole new wrinkle to this. The reason planes dim their lights, the headline says the reason the planes dim their lights for takeoff is scarier than expected. I don't know what I was expecting, but
well, I think most people think that they do it to make you more comfortable, right? Like, we're gonna dim the lights, sit back, relax, enjoy your flight.
You know what? Honestly, I gotta say, as I'm reading this, I knew this. So
You did know this?
yeah, it's to be able to see better in case something goes wrong.
Who? Us, the passengers?
Well, yeah. I mean, if there's a crash, let's just say, not a yeah, they got to be able to see what's going on. I think it's so. Well, go ahead and read the rest of the story.
Emergency. Okay, so the site simplyflying.com just did an article. They say the real reason is so you'll be able to see better if there's a crash. Emergencies on planes are rare, but takeoff and landing are the most likely times for something to go wrong. And if anything does happen, there's a good chance the plane will lose power. Dimming the lights ahead of time lets your eyes adjust so you'll be able to see better if everything suddenly goes dark.
Okay.
It also makes the exit signs and emergency lighting more visible.
That's what I thought. I thought it was, because when they dim the lights, it doesn't make it completely black. You can still see. But yeah, I did assume that it had something to do with because they got the lights in the floor,
Listen, if there's a crash coming, I don't want to see it.
Well, you're not going to see it. If there's a crash coming, I don't want to see it. I think that, well, I I don't want to think about that. I don't want to even.
Kidding. That's terrible. Move on.
But yeah, so you can see the lights in the whatever.
Take this job and shove it. Ain't working here no more.
For the record, since we were teasing the biggest country artist of all time, it's not this song.
No.
Or this artist, whoever.
This one is all about the job, like working, and it says that workers waste more than half their day on air quote busy work.
Mm-hmm.
According to a report, American office workers estimate that 50% of their day goes to busy work, like reading and writing emails, data entry, searching for files, and pulling teeth to get the materials you need for your tasks.
Is that all busy work? I mean, some of that just goes along with it. They say, hey, we got to get this project done. Go talk to Julia and find the files or whatever. But I suppose
then they go on to say there's also calendars, meetings, reports, troubleshooting, aging technology, and filling out forms like timesheets and expense reports. Isn't that all part of the job? Like with every job, I feel like comes busy work that needs to be done.
Not for long. Once AI takes over everything, there won't be any busy work for anyone.
There you go. Good. AI can take over the busy work and the stuff that really counts. But that other stuff does have to get done at some point.
Yeah, it's not just boring and annoying. 85% of workers say repetitive tasks trigger stress about 4 times per week, and are a top driver of the infamous and deadly burnout. You don't want burnout.
I mean, I like where I am in life right now. It's great. Do I wish I had some more US dollars? Yes, of course. But who doesn't?
I wish I had more US dollars too.
Oh, I thought. I can't even sing it, but the one that got away, the Katy Perry song, the one that got away. I did not know she wrote that about Josh Groban. Did you?
No, and I also, what you were saying, why don't you have it? I was going to go get the song ready to go, and you said, we don't have time for your silly songs in between the transitions. Let's get recording.
I thought that was the one that you would have had for sure, because it's like right there.
The song is the one that got away. You know what, Jen? I'm surprised because you said that this was, I mean, I'm pretty well versed, I think, in music, especially, pop and top 40 music.
I was surprised you didn't know this song.
There's this, you know what? It's probably one of those ones, if I heard it, the song is called The One That Got Away, and it turns out that Katie wrote this about Josh Groban. A new poll asked, is there a person you consider to be the one that got away? About 4 in 10 people said yes for this.
Do you have one that got away, Curt?
Not really. Okay. Aside from the fact that I'm married and very happily married. So are you saying, which of past relationships do I think it could have actually, worked out long term? Then probably yes. But I'm
going to play the song for you. Hold on a second. I'm playing.
Right. I'm quite happy with the way things worked out.
Keep going with the song. I have a.
Well, there's nothing else to the story about Josh Groban. All it is talking about percentages of people and if they had the one that got away.
This is a cover of it. I'm trying to get to.
Okay, I know that.
Yeah. In another life, I would make you say. Okay, so anyway. Yeah, so
that's all it says is that the song about Josh Groban, and then it's questions about, do you feel that there's one that got away? Do you feel that you've got one that got away?
That's the whole story, is that 46% of people have never felt this way about someone at all.
Okay.
I don't think, I don't know. No, in fact, I'm glad all of them got away, because now I have what I have, and it's amazing.
That's what I'm saying. It was kind of a loaded question, but I answered it from the perspective of, if I had not wound up here with Dana, let's just go back to when I was still single. There are probably times I thought, you know what? I really wish that one would have worked out. That was the one who got away. But it turns out I was mistaken, because the one that got away didn't get away. I just hadn't met her yet.
Aww.
I know, boo.
That's what I wanted to know, Curt Cruz. A little bit more about Curt Cruz.
Did I love my wife? Okay.
Whatever.
I know. What were you saying?
Nothing.
I would have played the Jolene bit here, but I feel like I always played Jolene when we're talking about Dolly Parton.
We could grab a 9 to 5 cover. Working 9 to 5.
Again, I was doing all that stuff and you yelled at me.
Oh,
everybody Jen yells at me every show, everybody.
No, I do not. That is not true. Okay. On Monday, we reported that Tim McGraw was taking over Dolly Parton's residency in Vegas. We thought temporarily, because she had some medical procedure done. Well, right, now there's a story out that says Dolly Parton's sister is calling for prayers for Dolly.
She is illin. It says Frida is Dolly's sister. I did not know she had Frida was her sister, but many of you know Dolly hasn't been feeling her best lately. I truly believe in the power of prayer. I've been led to ask all the world that loves her to be prayer warriors and pray with me. Now, from that, fans have been flooding the comments with prayers and well wishes for Dolly. Let's see what it says. Anything about nothing here about what's going on.
No,
a little over a week from when she posted.
About what's going on. So I wonder Like, what is the deal?
It just says health challenges.
I know.
That's good to know.
I wonder if cover for me here.
Okay. How am I covering for you?
I don't know.
Cover.
Dolly Parton is currently dealing with an infection caused. Okay, this is AI.
Okay.
Dolly Parton is currently dealing with an infection caused by kidney stones, which required her to postpone upcoming procedures and a Las Vegas residency. She also has a history of endometriosis, a condition that led to a partial hysterectomy, making her unable to have children. Well, that was a while ago, but so maybe I don't know if that's real. Okay.
And is she in her 80s yet? I mean, it doesn't have her age listed here, but she's
yeah,
late 70s, early 80s.
Excuse me, 79 years old.
Okay. All right. Well,
80,
yes.
She'll be 80 in January. Come on, Dolly. I'll pray for you, girl. I'll pray.
Heck yeah. She's one of the all-time greats. I don't care what people say about country music. There's got to be a Dolly Parton song that you like.
Yeah.
You know, even if I don't like, she's got enough songs that you got to like one of them.
Speaking of country songs and country artists, who cast Garth Brooks to become the highest-selling country artist ever? I'm about to tell you. You ready?
Well, yeah. I think what I think is interesting is, you know, Garth Brooks has been the biggest selling country artist of all time for like forever. I mean, that statistic has been going on since, I mean, the turn of the century. Yeah. So this is a pretty big deal. And who are we talking about, Jen?
Luke Combs just passed Garth Brooks as the most. Now I don't know what this is. It says RIAA certified country artist in history. Oh,
I think it's the Recording Institute Association of America or something like that. Recording
Industry Association of America. Luke
Industry
now holds 168 million certified units from sales and streams. That tops Garth's long-standing record of 162.5 million in total. Well, all Garth Brooks needs to do is come out with a new album and people will buy it and he will then become this again.
Right.
Don't you think?
Well, I mean, I don't know how much more new music he's coming out with, but Luke is going to keep on coming out with new music as well.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Luke is obviously he's pretty talented. Luke Combs. I've seen him in concert. He's really has a great voice. Here's his reaction to the news, because if you're a country artist, probably very much respect Garth Brooks, and if you don't, then you shouldn't be in country music.
Yeah, well, he was, you know, and I think I'm actually pleased to hear. Well, it doesn't affect my life, but for some reason, Garth's music still is not up to be downloaded. I mean, he's not on iTunes or Apple Music. He's not on Amazon. You know,
right. I forgot about that, Curt. Actually, that's true. So his record doesn't even include streams, right?
Right. So he was pretty massive at the time, not physically, but yeah.
Here's how Luke reacted. Of course, in genuine disbelief, he said, "When my team first told me about this, my initial reaction was, 'Are you sure? There's no way.' I'm super humbled by the fans' belief in me and support of my music. This achievement is more so theirs than it is mine." I mean, that's the kind of guy he is too. He's very just humble like that. Like,
yeah, he's a good dude, which is always nice to see, especially somebody that has just ultra successful and still kind of down to earth. So good for Luke Combs. I like it. What else did you have?
Well, I was just going to say he's only been doing this for about 8 years, where he's got, let's see, keep in mind he only got his first gold plaque 8 years ago. So he's done this pretty quickly.
Yeah, compared to Garth, who took his sweet time.
Yeah. Okay.
Question of the day from Monday. Basically, this is like if you had a time capsule. They're saying you're writing an email to yourself that will be sent to you in the future. So what are you going to say to your future self?
Well, and here's the thing. I want to I want to add to what you've said. The reason this came up is because there was a story about this website that's called futureme.org, where you can go in and write a letter to yourself and they will send it to you whenever you want, whether it's I think it's from 6 months to up to 10 years. They will email you the letter that you write to yourself, and then you open it and see what it says. And
which I wondered, I mean, they can set these things up in advance, but I wondered if futureme.org
Yeah.
Goes out of business, say 3 years from now, are you still going to get your thing if you ask for it 10 years down the line?
I mean, one would hope that they would, if they went out of business, they still keep an email going so that they can, fulfill their promise that they made to the people that actually participated.
What do you say to your future self? Ina says, never pass on a good opportunity. Basically, do the stuff in your bucket list now while you are healthy and you still can. That's good advice.
Phil's saying to his future self, you screwed up.
You don't know that, Phil. Maybe you will be done screwing up by then.
Becky, hope you're enjoying retirement. It's the best job.
Our friend Lane, sorry, but we really effed it up for you. Now, so I wonder, is that what he's saying to other people in the future as well?
I don't know.
We didn't F it up yet.
I like Gerald's a lot. He said, get out the Nintendo Switch and play another round of Mario Kart with James, who is his son, because life's too short.
Yep. And you never get the opportunity, at some point, there will be the last game of Mario Kart or the last game of cards or whatever. So do it while you can. Laurel, stay true to your beliefs and convictions. Yes. Jenny, she said, but basically just the usual stuff. Life will get better. Just wait for it.
And Kevin's answer cracked me up. He's saying to his future self in the email that he opens up, I hope you're still here.
He's a funny guy. Kevin may be the person I've known longest of my still. I mean, we met in our very first class in college. Kevin and I did.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Curt, I like that a lot. What would you say to your future self? Do you know?
Well, I'm going to let you go first because I haven't even given it the thought yet that it deserves.
If I was writing a letter to my future self, I would give a snapshot. Like I would kind of like recap where I am today, like what's bringing me joy, what's weighing heavy on my heart. And then for my future self, I would say, I hope that you're living your best life still and doing the things that make you happy. And regardless of where you are, that you're proud of your journey. That I'm proud of my journey.
Right.
That's what I would say.
I think I'd be something like, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to work out,
Keep on believing on.
Yes. Is that the same as keep on keeping on?
Maybe, but I don't know. It's like eat the ice cream, wear the special dress, don't wait for stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Like just do it.
And if you want to say eensy weensy spider instead of itsy bitsy,
do it.
It's up to you. Yep.
I just gonna shake it out. Sad, actually.
I'm sorry?
I said this story kind of makes me sad.
Well, I honestly, I think it's fine, and I doubt she's upset about it. I hope not.
Oh, I bet she's not. I just think it would have been a fun record, like a fun streak to keep going on. And we're talking about Taylor Swift.
Here, yes, our Taylor Swift story of the show. Isn't there one every time? No. She will not be competing for a Grammy for her latest album, The Life of a Showgirl, because it didn't release any music during the eligibility window, which ran from August 31st of 2024 to August 30th of this year. So
that's because she was too busy making a lot of US dollars on her Eras tour.
Yes. So apparently they were released well past the deadline, October 3rd. So it missed the cutoff day for by more than a month. As Billboard points out, Taylor last sat out a Grammy ceremony. It's been 2007 since she sat out a Grammy. She was 17 years old and was her breakout single. Tim McGraw was eligible for Best Country Song and Best Female Country Vocal Performance categories, but it wasn't submitted for consideration. It doesn't have a reason here. I wonder if there was a timing thing again. So depending on how you feel about Taylor, she would not be there to win a Grammy, or she never loses, does she?
For the first time since she was 17 years old.
Yeah, it's a big deal. But she's probably not concerned about it because she's at home with her hot boyfriend, fiance rather.
I got squirreled yesterday because I went to post our podcast on YouTube, and something about Taylor came up. And Pat came out and was shaking his head at me because he's like, what are you listening to? I'm like, Taylor Swift. And he's like, oh my gosh. It was the interview with Jimmy Fallon. Yeah. And it was real. I loved it. She's a good human being, unless she's putting on quite a show, but I don't think that that's true. I think that she's genuinely a good person and obviously very effing talented.
Well, if she's faking it, she's been doing a good job of faking being super nice for a long time. There's no way. I think just like we're talking Luke Combs and stuff, I think she is genuinely a good human being.
And you know why I love the interview so much? Part of the interview, and I haven't even finished watching all of it, he sat down with her and was playing some of the songs from her new album and having her go through what they're actually about. Because I'm all about the lyrics. I love the lyrics. Like, what story are you telling in this song? And so to hear what the songs are about is pretty cool.
Did she talk about the Big Wiener song?
I haven't gotten to that part yet, but it's
enough.
Isn't that one called Wood? OD, I think so. Okay, well, no, I haven't gotten to that part yet, but I'm sure.
Don't really know and don't really care, to be honest with you, but you let me know what you think of it.
Okay.
All right, here.
I mean, we haven't even passed Halloween yet, so tell me about the story and the why. Let's talk about the why.
Well, we've all noticed if you've been to obviously Costco, but even when I was at Lowe's, they had
their Christmas section up.
Yeah, and this was actually before, I think, at the same time or before they even put up the Halloween stuff, they had a few Christmas things up. So here's the deal. This is the city of Pittsburgh. They just put up their downtown Christmas tree more than 2 months before the actual Christmas holiday. I don't know. When do they do the thing downtown Westlake when we put up, we light the big tree and stuff? When do they usually do that?
After Thanksgiving, when it's supposed to happen.
And that's what I figured. So, right. All right. So this, what does it say here? This usually triggers plenty of adults who like their holidays to remain within designated time frames. But it says here, even some kids have a beef with Pittsburgh. Local news report about the Christmas tree in Pittsburgh, which was put up in the plaza at an ice rink. The ice rink doesn't even open until November 14th. And this is according to a young Pittsburghian, I guess, Pittsburghite named Marcus. He said, "I'm really excited because we're going to skip, but I got to say they should have waited for Halloween first at least."
Amen.
Marcus. I guess the saddest thing about this story is that there are actually people that have to live in Pittsburgh.
Oh my God, Curt.
Sorry.
Well,
sorry. Is that mean?
Have you lived in Pittsburgh before?
No, but I was born in Cincinnati, and that's a big rivalry. Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. So you can say that. You can say that. It was a joke.
It was a Pittsburgh joke. Come on.
Okay.
This is a stupid criminal thing. I just wanted to mention it, but I'm hesitating. At this point, I'm hesitating to do it because I'm afraid that this will encourage people to do copycat crimes, right?
Oh.
None of our listeners and viewers. There's an idiot, and here again, we're talking about influencers here. This guy's in France. He's a TikToker. He decided, here's a funny idea. I'm going to go out and video myself going on the streets of Paris and pretending to inject them with syringes. I know. I
mean,
this guy became a viral sensation. He started posting social media clips wherein he spoofed injecting bystanders with an empty syringe around Paris during a time when he was doing this, there was a genuine fear of such attacks, and Paris was at an all-time high. So he was accused of violence with a weapon not resulting in work incapacity, which is I guess that's what they call it in France. He defended himself by claiming he never intended to hurt people. He only copied the prank from other countries in order to promote himself. Idiot.
But he's going to prison. He's serving time.
For 6 months. How about you make that life in prison? I know that that's harsh. And people say, don't, it's like there's some things you just don't do. Who knows how many people don't know that you should not say fire in a crowded theater? How many people don't know that you don't joke about having a bomb on an airplane, right? You don't go around pretending to inject people with syringes full of stuff that they have no idea what it is, period. That guy's too dumb to live. Done.
Curt Cruz, you are angry today.
I think it's awful. I think it's terrible.
I mean, it's for sure awful. There is no question about it. Mm-hmm. But don't say that you know what? This is a lesson learned. A lesson learned He's going to do his time, and hopefully he's going to come out with a smarter way of doing things.
This is but what's indicative of, and this is one reason why I was hesitant to bring this up as well, is this is exactly what they want. He's like, hey, you know what? If I get away with this prank, it's going to get me a lot of views on, social media. If I get caught and go to jail, hey, now it's an international story that people like us will be talking about. So it's hard not to bite.
I see
when
what
you see
mean.
Those kind of things. But
yeah, you know what the part of the sentence should have been? Being banned from social media also.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Well, why? Because why you know what? You effed up. So you're going to spend some time in prison and think about your crime and hopefully get to a better place. And you know what? We're not going to tempt you to do stupid things anymore on the internet. We're just going to take you off of social media. I
just don't know. And I know it's just societal ills over time. I understand things change and stuff like that. I just don't know how anybody could say, basically, this is funny. That's what he thought. Hey, this is hilarious. And it could not be further from the truth. So anyway, stepping off a soapbox now, that's all I have to say about that. How about we go into what our question of the week a day is going to be?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Little dubstep music to get into the C&J podcast question of the day. C&J is Curt and Jen, by the way.
Thank you, Curt. I put this question in here. I hope you like it, Curt Cruz.
I love this.
What brand is totally worth the price?
I have an answer.
You do?
Carhartt gear. Yep. There are some things that's just one. I have other answers as well.
Okay.
But when I quote unquote discovered Carhartt, I was dating my, possibly prior to dating the one that got away. She was in charge of basically anything, because Carhartt is headquartered in Detroit when I was there.
Oh.
And basically anything with the Carhartt logo on it anywhere in the world was designed by Deb. Although not her person. Now she has a staff that works underneath her. But it's, it costs more and it lasts forever. Ask your boyfriend right now, Pat. What does he think of Carhartt gear?
I will tell you, because I know he really likes Carhartt. However, the pants he feels like are very stiff, so he prefers the Wrangler work pants.
Okay, I can see that.
But those are all because they're very, very, very stiff, and he's constantly up and down doing the construction thing. So right. he prefers the Wrangler version of the Carhartt work pant.
What would you say is a brand that's totally worth the price? Do you have one?
I'm gonna give you mine on Friday.
Okay.
I'll come up with it. Let us know.
Obviously, as Jen just mentioned, we'll be back on Friday with another podcast, and we'll find out. That's a good question, Jen. I actually like that one very much.
We're going to post that question on our Facebook page, Curt and Jen in the Morning, or you can go to either of our individual pages, Jen Pirak or Curt Cruz.
We'll have it all there for you, too.
All right. Well, we'll see you on Friday. We appreciate sincerely you taking the time to listen to our show. We
absolutely
love to try to entertain you and hopefully make your day a better thing.
Show your Mariners thing again.
Go Mariners! Make good choices, find joy, spread kindness, and laugh.
Everybody laugh. It's good for the soul. We will talk to you on Friday. Thanks for listening.